Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm very excited. I purchased the entire Colourpop Lavish collection. Originally, I thought this was called in a lavender haze and I can't find out what happened with that. I don't know if Colourpop maybe got in trouble. I don't know. But I did buy the palette, the highlighter, all three of the Super Shocks, the gloss. I can't resist a Colourpop collection in my favorite color, and this was so pretty. I just wanted to try it out. My order also came with a free pack of scrunchies, which I thought was quite interesting, but I did buy the whole bundle together and the code did not work for mine. I don't know if that was just a me issue. Let's get into prices. The Lavish collection full collection set retail for $58 if I'm looking this way. I have my laptop out, my phone's actually dead, so I don't have that right now. So this is what I purchased. They also have a Live Laugh Love eye set for $32, which is just the Super Shocks and the palette. Then there's a highlighter and a palette bundle for $26, but it's a $28 value. The Lavish palette is $14. This is beautiful. I could not resist a good purple palette, and this one's a very cool toned purple palette. These shimmers look very foily, very sparkly. I'm hoping I like this one. The packaging is very cute. I love it. I love the sparkly little purple vibes. I used to have like an outro and it was kind of like this inspired, but like not pastel. I kind of missed that one, but felt like I needed to upgrade, you know? Like, I don't want to be sad about a freaking outro. Each of the Super Shocks retail for $7 each, but you can also purchase them in a bundle. It's not available right now, but you can buy the Super Shocks in a set for $18, but it is unfortunately not available, and the shade So Surreal is also not available right now, but the other two are available for purchase and they each retail for $7 each. I believe part of this collection is also available on Ulta. The Lavish palette is available at Ulta, and so is the highlighter is also available on Ulta's website. Actually, it's not in stores, so. I want to start with the palette and the Super Shocks. So this is the Lavish Press Powder palette. Of course, I'm going to do close-up and some swatches. From top to bottom, we have Virtual Love, Chillax, Online, Serenity, Self-Care Moment, Digital Skies, Mood Boost, Escapism, Connect. I will say it's kind of hard to read this. I don't know if it's just like my lighting situation right now, but it's kind of hard to read the shades. I also wanted to quickly compare the Lavish palette to the Amethyst palettes. They are different. Very different in tone, but also feel like they complement each other very well, and like you can dip into both of these for a nice purple look. I really enjoyed playing with this palette. I do have a video on this palette. I uploaded it a really long time ago actually. It was one of the first videos that got to like 1K and I was really excited about it. So, and I really like this palette. I thought this was also a wonderful purple like color story along with this one. This one's also very pretty. I brought out some extra things. So since So Surreal sold out, I don't know if this is specifically available, but I bought this one at Ulta and it's called Dream Much, and I think it came out with the All Amethyst collection as well, which is still available at Ulta, I believe. I see them at Ulta all the time. These are basically the same shade. These are basically the same shade. I guess like the only real difference is like the shift, but like they look so similar. So I'm interested to see these swatched together separately, of course, because if you're interested in that one and you're sad that it's sold out, maybe you can find Dream Much available at Ulta, and it is $7. So if you like this one, I feel like you're gonna like this one. They're pretty similar. This one definitely leans a little more periwinkle blue, whereas this one leans just like the tiniest bit more purple, but the difference is very slight. Okay, so let's get started because I feel like I've been talking for probably 10 minutes. I don't know like what kinds of brushes I need, so I'm just pulling different brushes out. I'm gonna take this shade called Escapism. I think I'm gonna do two looks because I don't have really anything else to film that needs a cohesive eye look. So I feel like we can try this out together. I feel like these 90s shades are coming back in. Like cool tones to me are like more 90s. Okay, well that's showing up. Even though it's a very light pastel, it's showing up nicely. I need a blending brush. I think I'm gonna use this because it's light and small. I feel like it'll work well. Maybe let's dip into the shade Mood Boost to like help blend this out. This shade has a tiny little bit of sparkle to it, so should be pretty as well. This is really cute. I love it. It's super cute. The palette is cohesive. It's cute. The theming is adorable. So far it's blending out rather nicely. Having zero issue. I'm gonna take this same brush that I used for the purple and I'm going into the shade Connect right here. I feel like this is the perfect kind of brush to pack on these shades because it's kind of dense as well. So I'm literally packing it on and lightly blending with a small brush, and for me that works well because I've heard people like this palette. I've heard some people dislike this palette. I think it's rather nice so far. I really like this. I think it looks really nice. I'm looking at it literally times 10 here and it looks nice. I'm going back into that light shade called Mood Boost and I'm going around these edges, just softening them up a little because like it could be softer, and maybe I can deepen it up even more with this shade. I like that it's not too deep. I see the definition, but it's still lavender, you know? Okay, I would use my glitter glue, but Super Shocks do not do well with glitter glue. I'm actually going to take the shade Mood Boost again, and I'm just going to add that into the inner portion. Should I use one of these shimmers? There's also a like flaky glitter in here, which I kind of like these. Like I know before I would always say I hate the Colourpop glitters, but then they changed them. So I don't think we can really hate on them as much now because they're kind of better. This shade's really pretty. This is the Super Shock in the shade Angelic, and it's just like this really frosty purple. I'm gonna take a LBE 4 and I'm going into Serenity, which is this frosty kind of light lavender shade. Looks very pretty, and I'm going to put this in the inner portion like right here. Actually, it's very buttery, very soft. I really am impressed with how it went down. And it's actually really sparkly. I am getting some glitter fallout, which, god damn it, something always has to fuck it up, but that's fine. We're just gonna, I'm hoping that I can just whoop that off, kind of. It's pretty enough where I don't mind, okay? I'm the one that did my makeup first. I just like want to spend more time with my boyfriend, but in order to do that I have to kill two birds with one stone. So I have self-care moment. I'm gonna use this in the center with my finger because this is obviously gonna fall. That looks really pretty. Bring that down. That's pretty. I love lavender. This is gorgeous. I love the look of this. I think it's so like effortless. Literally took me no time to do this one. I'm bringing the shimmer up. You guys know I like to do that. I'm also blending it towards the outer so like I can see some of that sparkle, which is nice. I do feel like I lost a little bit of that Serenity shade, so hopefully I can bring that back. Kind of, but now I'm losing some more of the other shade. What is happening? That's really pretty. Wow, I love that. I want to go in with the Super Shock, but obviously my nails are really long, so I need to take a brush, and I hate doing this because I feel like it ruins the Super Shock. It's much better if you can use your finger. I'm just gonna take the smallest bit on the brush and like put this on the inner corner carefully. I also want to bring this kind of like on the lower lash line, just like in the inner portion, so I can just brighten up my eye just a little bit because I like the look that that gives. Don't enjoy the fallout though. That's really pretty. I want to put on this eyeliner that I have. It's the cream gel liner in Crybaby. So I'm going to put this on. And it's going to tie this look together. I really like this. This is freaking beautiful. I'm hoping that this works for this eye. So I'm going to put on a lash, clean it up more, some mascara, and then we can start on look number 2. Alright you guys, this is look number 1. I added a bit of liquid liner. I just used the Glamlight one on the lash line so that the lashes look a little more natural and less just like out there, but I love this lavender look. It's beautiful. I love the inner corner. This Super Shock is so pretty. I like it a lot. Let's start on look number 2. Maybe we should make look number 2 into a halo eye. I'm not really sure what we can do, but let's try. You never know. So I'm going to go into the shade Online, which is the deeper purple in here. And I'm going to start packing this on both of the outer edges of the eye. Making sure to tap off my brush so that I don't have fallout all over my face. Okay, so far so good. The shade is very nice. It kind of leans more periwinkle for me, more blue, but it's very pretty and I feel like it'll look really nice with these purples. Yeah, I kind of have to start blending because I kind of need this to go right up to my crease. We're gonna leave the center open there. This is beautiful. I love this shade. It looks really nice on camera. Like every time I look up, I look at this shade and I'm just like, wow, that's really nice. I think we can work and blend this out more. Oh, but I love this color. It's so pretty. Look at that. That's really nice. I'm gonna take another small blending brush. This is from LaRousse. It's a LR005 tapered blending brush. I'm just gonna use this brush to just blend this out more, just a little bit. It's not so harsh because I want to use the gray to kind of mesh everything together, make it very cool toned. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Precise blending brush and I'm gonna dip into the shade Chillax, which is the gray in this palette. Very light shade. I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. Hopefully good. Just gonna start on each side and I'm gonna kind of use this shade to kind of mesh these shades together in the center. Nice and dusty. I like that. Very cute. Going back into the Online shade just to add that back. It's wonderful. Lovely. A joy. I love working with this palette. It's really easy. I'm going to go back into the shade Connect just so I can add a tiny bit of more depth. Even though I do think you're very limited on the depth you can add, I still think there's enough to where you can make a really nice look. The fun part. I'm going to take the shade So Surreal, the Super Shock, and I'm going to use my finger because I feel like that's probably the best way to use this. And I'm going to try to put this on the outer here. Really freaking pretty. It just sparkles so nicely. That is very pretty and I'm tempted to just put that all over the lid. However, I am going to go in with the shade Angelic right on the center because this one's icy. And I feel like that will really make this pop. It's so pretty. I love it. Perfect. Beautiful. I love it. And for using different shades on the eyes, they kind of look pretty similar. Not gonna lie. As a little topper, I'm going to take the glitter. This is called Virtual Love. And I'm going to top it off the entire eyelid because why not? This glitter is really fun. Purple. Like all different shades of purple. Very fun. Also has some like holographic shimmer in there. I think it's very fitting the collection and I want to put some on this eye as well just so I can have that little bit of pop on the eye. Pretty. I'm gonna complete this eye and then I will be right back and we can try out the rest of the products. This is look number 2. Okay, now I think we need to try the Super Shock highlighter and the gloss. So I didn't expect this to be like the size of the palette. Like it is literally the size of the palette. So it's fun. Here it is. Love the packaging. I love this packaging. I think it's super cute. Then you open it up and it's a really big highlighter. Huge. The highlighter itself is absolutely stunning. Like look at this. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's also like really big. So I feel like you can use this probably on your body as well, even though it says a Super Shock highlighter. Just like the packaging is huge. Like I don't know why it needs to be that big. It could be like a regular Super Shock. It could be like this, like the regular highlighter. I don't know. We'll see. Do you guys know how to apply these? Like my favorite method has been a sponge, but I kind of just don't want to dip my sponge in here. I don't want to dirty it, but that's just like my favorite method of, you know, doing this. Because like I feel like the sponge kind of taps it into the skin nicely. See, like it looks kind of like glittery, but it's there. Let's try it with a brush. This is a Morphe M451. I'm just gonna take the brush and kind of swirl it in here. I feel like the brush kind of ruins the like product just a little, but it's a Super Shock, so I kind of expect that a little. Very glittery. Glitter highlighter. It's glitter, but it looks really nice. I really like it. I mean, if you're not a fan of glitter, maybe stay away from this. But if you are a fan of glitter and you like the Super Shock formula, I feel like this is really nice. I also wanted to try this as an inner corner highlighter. So let's try that. I'm taking a pencil brush. This is an LBE 6. See, and I'm just like ruining the pan. Popping this on the inner corner and the brow bone. I already have some inner corner stuff going on over here, but I can pop it on the brow bone. I like it. I mean, I think it's cute. I feel like you can use this as a highlighter, but you can also use this as, you know, an extra eyeshadow, something like that. I still like putting these on with a sponge. I feel like it melts into the skin better. This kind of like looks like it sits on top of my skin, whereas I think the sponge kind of blends it into the skin a little better. So that's my preferred method of using this. Although the sparkles in this highlighter kind of match the sparkles in the glitter of the palette. I like this side better, but they're both nice. I feel like you can just probably tap it with your sponge and you'll get the same effect. But it's a very blinding highlighter. It's very in your face. I think it's still very pretty. I enjoy it. And I don't have a lot of purple highlighters in my collection. The last thing I have to try out are these glosses. I have the shade Cyberspace and Purple Aura. And I think we're going with Purple Aura. Never tried these Glassy Colourpop glosses before, but I smelled them yesterday. I smelled the packaging, like the inner part here did not smell good. I was like, ooh, a little sticky. I'm never a fan of Colourpop's glosses. I do like the sparkle in this one, and I can't really feel the sparkle, honestly, so I think that's pretty good. Cute. I like it. I mean, should we even try the other one? I don't know. Would it make a difference? I don't think so, but this one has like different shimmers in it. It's also really pretty. Yeah, also really pretty. These kind of are very sticky though. I hate that. I mean, I didn't really think I put too much, but maybe I put too much. So what did I think of the Lavish collection? You guys, this was cute, okay? I have a lot of very positive thoughts, honestly. Let's start with the palette. I think for $14, this is an excellent palette. If you like cool tones, if you like purple, I think this is right up your alley. Packaging is super cute. I love this packaging. I think it's adorable, literally. But the shades inside are really nice. I loved the glitter in here. I think it was very pretty. Very easy to work with, minimal fallout. And I like the shade. The only shade that I didn't use, which I regret now, is this Digital Skies shade. It's like this deep shade. It should have been used in this look, honestly. It would have been really pretty. Very nice. Purple shade. I like that. Overall, I'd rate this palette of 10 out of 10. I think it was really cute. I like the purple theme. I love the purple glitter. I love the grayish tones. I think it really mixed well. I also feel like the shades that they chose are very similar. I use completely different shades in both eyes, but somehow these eye looks are looking the same to me. So it's kind of weird considering I did a halo eye in one and then a regular like lavender smoky on the other. I'm confused. Let me know if that's what you guys are getting as well, because I don't know. These Super Shocks, the only one I didn't use is Social Baby, but I did use these two and they are beautiful and stunning. I'd say if you can only get one, I would get the shade Angelic. This is the prettiest like silver lavender Super Shock. I don't even know. It's such a unique color and I feel like you most likely don't have this in your collection. It is extremely sparkly, super in your face. It has that like purple tint to it. I think it's beautiful and I think it's probably my favorite Super Shock to release to date because it is just really pretty. really different as well. I'm kind of interested in swatching So Surreal next to Dream Much because they look very similar. So Surreal worked wonders as well. This is sold out currently and I don't know if it'll be back, but it is very cute and I really like the shade. I think it's super pretty and I think it works well with this collection. I feel like if you like So Surreal, pick up Dream Much because they're very similar. I think these swatches speak for themselves. If anything, Dream Much is just like a tint lighter than So Surreal, so still very similar. The shimmer sparkles in there are very similar as well, so I feel like this can basically pass off as So Surreal if you really want to. Like if you really wanted So Surreal but couldn't pick it up, I think Dream Much from Ulta is a good alternative. I also didn't try Social Baby. I don't know. It looks to be like not as sparkly as the other shades. Maybe I am completely wrong and this is like the most sparkliest one. No, it's not. It's more like opaque. Less sparkly, more opaque. Still very pretty though. Really like that. Sorry we came to a swatch party at the end of this, but I just wanted to see like what I'm working with here. I don't think this one will be one I wear often. I rate the Super Shocks. Angelic is a 10 out of 10. The other two for me are less unique, so I'm gonna go a little lower and say a 7.5 out of 10 for the other two shades. Angelic is just that bitch. That's the first one you look at when you look at the swatches. It's just that pretty. I think it works well with the collection as a whole too. And I feel like out of the other two Super Shocks, the palette kind of has similar shades to the other two Super Shocks, whereas Angelic is kind of just really a standout here for me. Like it's just different. The highlighter, I really like this highlighter. My only complaint with it is that it's enormous. It is huge. I didn't think it would be this big. I thought it would be big, but not this big. This is like palette sized. I don't get it at all. I don't get it like at all. It's basically a palette sized highlighter. Why? I don't know. The formula is nice. It is pretty glittery. A lot of people enjoy that look, me included. So if you're one of those, I recommend picking this highlighter up. It's very pretty and I'm pretty sure the pan isn't that deep considering that it's pretty thin. So I feel maybe if you enjoy it that much, probably use it up rather quickly. If there were anything to skip out on this collection, I would pick the glosses. For me, I'm very picky when it comes to gloss, considering I have tons of glosses. One of my many things is that, you know, it's not sticky, and like this is sticky. This is very sticky. Not my favorite in the slightest. I much prefer lip oils, lip oil gloss hybrids. Colourpop for me always usually misses in the gloss department for me. Like their glosses just aren't never what I want. Hopefully that changes one day, but right now it's just not for me. I did not enjoy these, so I would rate those a 3 out of 10 just because the shifts of the sparkles are nice. And there you have it, guys. That was my review on the Lavish collection from Colourpop. What did you think of this collection? Did you pick anything up? Were you interested in anything? Did this video help you in any way? Let me know down below. As always, thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. And I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If I look a little weird, it's because I'm missing my eyeshadow. I'm missing some more blush. But like after I powder, my blush kind of disappears. Let me take these off because this is just kind of annoying the fuck out of me. I need the light to work. I need to be centered and I need to look presentable. And I need my bra straps to not be front and center. Mood Boost brushes. Oh fuck, I fucked up. As always, thank you so much for watching.